Artificial intelligence is often called the fourth industrial revolution, and this book explains why it deserves that title. It shows how AI will reshape every part of an organization, and why leaders must act now if they want to ride the wave instead of being crushed by it. The tone is both visionary and practical. It warns that AI can hit like a tsunami for the unprepared, but also offers a clear roadmap to turn fear into opportunity. Picture this. Your customers talk to your company at any time of day, but not to a human. Your systems predict problems before they happen. Your employees use simple tools to build powerful AI solutions without writing a single line of code. This is not science fiction. This is the reality that the AI organization describes, a world where artificial intelligence becomes the nervous system of every modern business. AI is not just another IT project, it is the next major transformation after electricity, the internet, and mobile technology. If your organization is not preparing for this shift right now, the book warns, AI will not arrive as a gentle upgrade. It will hit like a tsunami. From systems of record to systems of intelligence. The book begins by explaining how digital transformation has evolved over decades. First came systems of record, software that digitized basic information like invoices, customer files, and HR data. Then came systems of engagement, which focused on interacting with customers through websites, apps, and digital services. These systems created enormous volumes of data, clicks, messages, sensor readings, and more. But data alone is not enough. The next step, the heart of this book, is systems of intelligence. These are AI-powered layers on top of existing systems that spot patterns, generate predictions, and recommend actions. Well-designed systems of intelligence turn raw data into decisions: whom to target, what to offer, when to intervene, and how to optimize operations. This shift is what separates digitally enabled companies from truly AI-driven organizations. The book also highlights what AI can and cannot do today. AI already recognizes images, understands speech, translates languages, and interprets text better and faster than humans in many specific tasks. Yet it does not possess general intelligence. It cannot reason abstractly, show emotions, or truly understand the world the way humans do. Real-world AI is powerful but narrow, built on three main capability pillars: perception, vision, audio, speech, and natural language. Cognition, regression, classification, recommendation, planning, optimization, and pattern recognition. Learning, supervised, unsupervised, and reinforcement learning. Over time, AI will improve its ability to sense the world and derive meaning from it. But for now, organizations must treat it as a set of focused tools, not a magic brain. Where AI plugs into your organization. A central theme of the book is that AI should not live in a lab or an isolated innovation unit. It should infuse the existing applications your organization already uses. The author explains two main fronts. Systems of record, the backbone of the enterprise: finance, HR, operations, supply chain. Systems of engagement, customer-facing and employee-facing apps, websites, portals, and mobile tools. In customer-facing applications, AI can track how many users visit, how long they stay, what they click, and whether they convert to paying customers. With this data, it can drive recommendations, personalize content, and optimize the entire customer journey. In employee-facing applications, AI can automate repetitive tasks, flag anomalies, prioritize work, and guide employees to better decisions. The book encourages leaders to evaluate applications along four lenses: relevance, control, impact, and effort required. Not every system needs AI, but some will benefit dramatically. Common high-value infusions include recommender systems. If you like this, you might also like personalization, interfaces, offers, and content tailored to each user. Augmented reality, remote assistance, guided workflows, and immersive training. Cognitive search, using AI to extract meaning and attributes from documents, images, and audio to make search smarter and more powerful. Conversational agents, chatbots, are often the first visible step into AI. They answer routine questions, handle support tickets, and guide users through simple processes. The book suggests starting with narrow, task-specific bots, then gradually integrating them under a central omnibot that routes each request to the right specialized agent. As deep learning improves, these bots can become more natural, robust, and context-aware, provided they are continuously trained on real interaction data. Rethinking the business with AI, 4 zones. AI is not just a technology upgrade, it demands a new way of thinking about how the business creates value. The book proposes 4 zones where organizations should examine their processes. Incubation, long-term, experimental opportunities where new business models and technologies are tested. Transformation, strategic initiatives that push the organization beyond business as usual. Performance, activities focused on revenue, return on investment, and clear financial outcomes. Productivity, efforts to improve efficiency, reduce waste, and streamline operations. Technology teams and business units must collaborate within these zones to decide where AI fits best, especially in incubation and transformation, where the greatest breakthroughs can happen. Because AI development is highly iterative, each project should have clear metrics, impact on outcomes, quality of predictions, cost-benefit, and lessons for future iterations. The book also distinguishes between horizontal and vertical processes. Horizontal processes, HR, marketing, sales, finance, and IT. These are similar across industries and often lend themselves to standardized AI solutions. For example, AI in marketing can listen to customer conversations, analyze competitor moves, detect trends, and refine targeting. In sales, finance, and HR, AI can forecast outcomes, classify risks, and improve communication. Vertical processes, industry-specific workflows, such as manufacturing, healthcare, or retail. Here AI can be even more transformative, but it requires deeper exploration between tech teams and domain experts. The Internet of Things in manufacturing, for instance, uses sensors to monitor machines, detect faults, improve quality control, enhance safety, and optimize supply chains. Similar patterns appear in finance, fintech, retail, and especially the public sector, where AI could drastically reduce bureaucracy and unlock efficiency. People at the heart of the AI organization. One of the strongest messages in the book is that true transformation happens only when employees are empowered. Past technological revolutions followed a pattern. Tools that began in the hands of experts gradually became accessible to everyone. AI will follow the same path, creating citizen data scientists, employees who use intuitive tools to apply AI in their daily work without being technical specialists. The book lays out 3 essential forms of democratization. Democratization of knowledge. Data must be made accessible, structured, and meaningful. Instead of being locked in silos, data should be organized in graphs and semantic models that employees can understand and use. Democratization of AI consumption. AI should be built into familiar tools like spreadsheets, CRM systems, and productivity apps, so employees simply work smarter with the tools they already know. A salesperson, for example, can use AI to identify which leads are most likely to convert. Democratization of AI creation. With transfer learning and intuitive interfaces, non-technical users can adapt existing models to their needs. They do not train models from scratch, but they can refine and customize them using their own data. Technologies such as AutoML, automated machine learning, allow users to feed in a dataset and automatically discover the best model, parameters, and transformations. Platforms like Azure Machine Learning Studio give more control to technically inclined users, while machine teaching focuses on capturing human expertise in small, understandable steps that can be translated into machine behavior. Robotic process automation takes this further by letting AI watch how humans interact with systems and then reproducing those actions, driving massive productivity gains in repetitive work like data entry or back-office processing. Organizing AI teams and workflows. How should organizations structure their AI efforts? The book argues that traditional project-based management is not enough. Projects with fixed start and end dates do not fit well with a technology that must learn, adapt, and improve continuously. Instead, the author promotes a product-based approach, where AI solutions are treated as evolving products that must stay aligned with user needs. Even more powerful is a platform-based approach, building core AI components and services that can be reused across many products and departments. This reduces duplication, improves consistency, and accelerates innovation. At the center of this model are AI and ML teams that must be both autonomous and deeply connected to the business. They work in an MLOps loop, an adaptation of DevOps for machine learning. Definition: business stakeholders and developers collaborate to define goals, explore ideas, and gather the right data. Development: data is prepared, models are trained and validated, and solutions are integrated piece by piece. Operations: models are deployed into production, monitored, retrained and improved based on telemetry and feedback. These teams do more than build models. They set AI architecture, provide internal consulting, support operations, and train the rest of the organization. Leadership support is crucial. The CEO must visibly champion AI and make it part of the organization's core strategy, not just a side experiment. Data, the fuel of AI. AI systems are only as good as the data they learn from. The book emphasizes that organizations create data everywhere, but often fail to manage it strategically. The concept of the data estate includes operational data, CRM, ERP, and transactional systems. Unstructured content, scanned documents, emails, images, contracts, and multimedia. Usage data, logs from websites, mobile apps, and digital services. IoT data, readings from sensors, devices, and controllers. Employee data, internal communications, meeting notes, and collaboration records. External and third-party data, public data, partner feeds, and purchase datasets. For years, data has been stored in isolated systems. AI needs the opposite: rich, diverse, connected data. Traditional data warehouses, organized into dimensions and facts, are excellent for reporting and analytics, but they may not capture the full breadth and variety that AI thrives on. Data lakes, which store raw data in bulk, provide that breadth but are harder to manage and understand. The book describes data hubs as a strategic answer, flexible architectures that sit between various storage systems, add semantic meaning, centralize governance and security, and make it easier for AI solutions to access whatever data they need. Still, even the best infrastructure is useless without the right culture. Organizations must learn to generate useful data, share it across silos, and leverage data from partners and external sources, creating a positive loop where telemetry and feedback constantly improve decisions. Skills, training, and the new workforce. Because AI is reshaping work, the book argues that organizations must invest heavily in skills. But that does not mean every employee needs to become an AI engineer. Instead, different roles require different levels of understanding. Technical teams need in-depth training on AI concepts, tools, and platforms. Business units need enough knowledge to recognize opportunities, frame the right questions, and interpret results. All employees need basic AI literacy so they can collaborate with smart systems and understand their outputs. Companies can start with existing training resources and partnerships with universities, vendors, and research institutions. The book points to programs where technical staff attend specialized AI schools, while business leaders join AI business courses that focus on strategy and adoption. Train-the-trainer models are especially powerful. A small group of AI champions learn deeply, then spread their knowledge across the organization through workshops and peer-to-peer learning. When hiring for an AI-driven future, leaders should look for people who are comfortable with change, willing to iterate and learn, and able to work in multidisciplinary teams. Diversity is not just a social value, it is a practical necessity, because AI systems designed by homogeneous teams are more likely to inherit blind spots and biases. The book closes with a critical message: AI is powerful, but it must be governed responsibly. Trust is the foundation of any successful AI initiative. Drawing inspiration from Microsoft's internal journey, it presents 6 core principles of responsible AI. Fairness: AI must treat people fairly. Training data often reflects human biases, which can lead to discriminatory outcomes. Organizations need diverse, representative datasets and domain experts to detect incorrect bias. Reliability and safety: AI systems must be thoroughly tested, monitored and designed with fail-safes, especially in high-stakes contexts like healthcare, finance, or transportation. Because AI uses probabilistic models, uncertainty is inherent. Human oversight remains essential. Privacy and security: AI depends on large volumes of data, including sensitive personal information. Organizations must protect this data, comply with regulations and defend their systems against malicious attacks that try to manipulate models or steal insights. Inclusiveness: AI should expand access, not restrict it. Thoughtful, inclusive design can make technology more usable for people with disabilities and for those in varied contexts, turning edge cases into drivers of innovation. Transparency: many AI models, especially deep learning systems, operate as black boxes. Organizations must strive to explain how decisions are made, especially when they affect people's lives, such as loan approvals or hiring decisions. Tools, processes, and documentation should help experts debug AI behavior. Accountability: ultimately, humans are responsible for the actions and impacts of AI. Organizations cannot blame algorithms when things go wrong. Clear roles, governance structures, and monitoring are necessary to ensure that AI is used ethically and that problems are detected and corrected quickly. Embedding these principles across the AI lifecycle, from idea to design, deployment and ongoing operations, is not optional. It is central to building AI that customers, employees, and society are willing to trust. The AI organization is more than a technology book. It is a blueprint for how companies, in the public or private sector, in manufacturing, services, healthcare, finance, or government, can reinvent themselves in an age where intelligence becomes a core feature of every system. It shows that AI will transform operations, customer engagement, products, and the employee experience. It explains how to organize teams, manage data, train people, and ensure that AI remains fair, safe, and trustworthy. Most of all, it sends a clear message: the time to prepare is now. The organizations that start building their AI foundations today will not just survive the coming wave, they will be the ones shaping the future.